Stormwatch 12 weather with Chief Meteorologist Matt Hoffman.
Welcome back to Spiegelberg Stadium. Want to remind you that we are less than a week away from the start of our Coats for Kids campaign. It'll start next Thursday and run through Sunday, October 27th. If you want more details on how you can donate new and gently used coats for kids in our region, head to KDRV.com. All the details on there. But let's get into our forecast as we head into the weekend. Looking at our weather headlines, it is shaping up to be a gorgeous weekend. We'll be seeing very warm and bright conditions overall across southern Oregon and northern California. Even for the coast, that Checo effect is going to keep things pretty warm, mostly in the Brookings area, those favored spots for the Checo effect. And then it gets a little bit hot into early next week, but it does look like we will see a cooling trend later this next week. Let's take a look at temperatures right now. We've made it into the lower 80s in our west side valleys, well up into the 70s in the Klamath Basin, and you'll notice that warmer weather that we're seeing even in Brookings. We made it into the low 80s earlier this afternoon. Winds are blustery along the coast. That's what's helping create that Checo effect, that offshore wind funneling down the Checo River Valley, and as that air descends, it warms, and that's why we can get some pretty warm temperatures, especially for this time of the year, and that is likely going to continue through the weekend into the start of next week. Take a look at the satellite and radar imagery. Lots of sunshine. There will be a few high clouds that drift through into this evening, but tonight skies will be mainly clear by later in the night, and cool temperatures expected down to 44 in Grants Pass, 45 in Wairika, will fall to 35 in Lakeview, and a little bit milder along the coast where winds will stay breezy, 57 in Brookings. Tomorrow, another warm one for Brookings, up to 80 degrees, gusty winds inland. We'll see fairly seasonal temperatures, 84 in Medford, up to 81 in Mount Shasta, and 76 in Klamath Falls. A few high clouds drifting through later in the afternoon, but in the evening it's shaping up to be very nice for the Scotty McCreery concert at the Expo in Central Point. 7 o'clock that concert gets going, 76 degrees. By about 11 we'll be in the lower 60s. A little bit of a breeze through the evening, but nothing too terribly strong. Stormcast, you'll notice as we head on into tomorrow, sunny skies throughout a good chunk of the day, but there will be some higher level clouds that drift through, but all in all ample sunshine. On Sunday we start off sunny, but there will be some increased high level clouds that stream in through the afternoon, but all the while staying dry, so any outdoor plans looks fantastic. Into Monday, a few high clouds, but we're just going to keep seeing those temperatures climbing as we head into Monday and Tuesday. Your 3-day forecast for the Rogue Valley getting into the mid 80s on Sunday as we officially welcome fall, but pushing 90 in the Rogue Valley by Monday. The Montague Hot Air Balloon Fair continues through the weekend in Montague, and we will see some fantastic weather, highs in the mid 80s both Saturday and Sunday with a good amount of sun. Heading to the coast, a beautiful weekend at the coast. Winds will be gusty, but those temperatures will be quite warm, especially in the Brookings area, thanks to the Checo effect. Looks like the Checo effect will peak on Monday, and then things will cool down for the coast starting Tuesday. Here's that 7-day forecast. You'll notice that warmer weather over the next few days, but then cooling back, and we're keeping an eye on a couple storm systems Wednesday and Friday. There is the slight chance we could get some showers to make it to the coast, but at this point, most inland areas will likely stay dry. Northern California, temperatures increasing through the weekend, up to around 90 for highs on Tuesday, with lots of sunshine. The Klamath Basin, mornings will be pretty chilly through the weekend, but those afternoons getting warmer, looking at middle 80s by Tuesday. And then notice that cool down for later next week. Up into the mountains, we stay dry, but a beautiful weekend for camping, heading out on a hike, heading up to Crater Lake looks fantastic. Temperatures though dropping back as we head through the second half of next week. And then in the Rogue Valley, very pleasant, highs in the 80s, above average temperatures. Looks like the heat is going to peak on Tuesday, getting up to around 95 in Medford, but it does look like things cool back later next week. Will it come with some rain? Maybe for the coast, but at this point, most inland areas are staying dry, but things still could change, so we'll be tracking that quite closely, you guys. Tim and Haley, back to you in the studio.
So, Matt, while we still have you here, it looks like while things are heating up in the Rogue Valley, some really nice temperatures and weather coming to the rest of the region for the next week or so.
Yeah, this is kind of, even though fall's going to begin on Sunday, we're going to get this kind of last taste of summer potentially. But yeah, as we get towards Tuesday, mid 90s. So yeah, enjoy this weather because it's not going to last. Eventually, we're going to get back into the cooler, wetter weather. But this is some great weather to get outside for sure this weekend.
All right.